263-920-7835.
This is Fred Smock from Dunlap Motors in Independence with Chevy, Buick, and certified pre-owned Chevy, Buick, and GMC, and nearly 300 new and used cars and trucks in stock. We have big town inventory with small town service. Go to DunlapMotorsIndy.com.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high-quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware turnoff. Precision Collision. One call does it all. Quality guaranteed.
Back into Solon, Jamie Maskey, Roger Reed along with you as we get back to where we were as Roger, a very tough dual meet here tonight for the Hawks as they've been able to, they've really been able to pass all their tests early on in the season. Won a very good dual meet to open the season up at Waverly. Won their opening their home tournament this year, and then last week having split that double duel down at Maquoketa. But really, this is the first real tough WAMAC conference test of the year that the Hawks have had. And I tell you what, you and I were talking on the way down, a very busy, tough week for the Hawks first half of the seaon. And it continues here tonight with Solon.
Yeah, I mean, it started out with gangbusters at Waverly, and then it kept the Hawks were able to keep the momentum going into the Bob Murphy tournament. And then they had to make a long road trip to Maquoketa to open up WAMAC action with a double duel win. And then they came right back and had to go to Southwind for just a really hard, tough tournament with number one ranked Denver, number one ranked New Hampton, and the Hawks, short-handed, had two empty weights. They still managed the third place. So what you've got here tonight is a little bit different story. You've got another dual meet that's going to be like the Waverly dual meet, Jamie, where you've got number 10 ranked Solon coming in here. The Hawks haven't ranked yet. But wrestling very, very well. And if they want an opportunity to win that WAMAC East, it all starts with here. And the Solon-West Delaware rivalry, not only on the gridiron, but on the wrestling mat. And this is just going to be a very outstanding dual meet tonight with a lot of great wrestlers. And the atmosphere is great here. You have a nice crowd here. It's going to be very loud. And we're on the Solon Spartan side, which doesn't happen very often. They're doing some construction here, and they moved us from one side of the gym to the other, but we've still got a great view. But anyway, you're going to see some great action here, and it's about, we were looking at it might be 8-6 on paper in favor of the West Delaware Hawks, 8-6 in favor of Solon Spartans, depending on how you're looking at it. But there's some toss-up matches here. And the Hawks are going to have to put their best foot forward here, so to speak, and come loaded for bear so they can compete here against a very, very stout Solon Spartan wrestling team.
Well, we're going to start tonight's dual meet at 170 pounds, and at 170 pounds for the Hawks is Jack Newhouse. He will take on Seamus Poynton from Solon. At 182 pounds for West Delaware, it'll be Jordan Brees. He'll be taking on Mike Hoyle for the Spartans. At 195 pounds, it'll be Harrison Goebel taking on Adam Bach. Those two men on the football field this last fall in that playoff game. At 220 pounds, Ben Ridenauer will take on Zach Wegman. At heavyweight, it'll be Carson Petlin taking on Tyler Linderbaum. At 106, it'll be Luke Farmer taking on Gabe Yetley, the freshman for Solon. At 113 pounds, Evan Woods will be taking on Austin Schwake. At 120 pounds for West Delaware, it'll be Riley Dolan taking on Zeb Ganida of Solon, as Zeb Ganida is ranked number 5 in the state in Class 2A by the Predicament. At 132 pounds, it'll be Ryan Phillips, ranked number 10 in class, taking on Christian Haight. At 138 pounds, it'll be Cole Engel taking on Andy Brokaw. At 145, it'll be Cale Meyer, the freshman for the Hawks, taking on Caleb Ebert. At 152, it'll be Mitchell Mangold taking on Zach Evans. And at 160, it'll be Jared Voss for West Delaware taking on Jax Flynn. One of the things we're gonna miss, what was his name from Solon with the that had the shoulders? We'll have to think of that throughout the night. But we're going to start, as we mentioned, at 100. And it's going to be Seamus Poynton from Solon taking on Jack Newhouse from West Delaware.
Well, the Hawks
Dylan Dill.
Yes. The Hawks have to get out to a good start here, Jamie. And Seamus Poynton's a sophomore. Jack Newhouse, the junior for West Delaware. Jack wrestled very, very well as of late. He did not wrestle Saturday at the Southwind tournament, but wrestling very, very well as of late. So he's going to have to get out and go here. One thing we watched, characteristic from the JV match, Solon really tying up, coming out with hard collar ties to the JV wrestlers from West Delaware. So hopefully the varsity wrestlers are watching. Newhouse was watching as he hits Poynton with a slide by, using that collar tie, and he's going to cut the corner on Poynton and pick up a 2-point takedown. And he's going to cut Poynton loose, and it's 2-1 now. I would like to see Jack pound on Poynton just a little bit, Jamie, but he cut him right loose. And with 1:25 left to go, Newhouse is looking for takedown number 2 as he's got a 2-on-1 Russian tie on the left side of Poynton, trying to drag it by to that near leg. Poynton takes a long shot, and, oh boy, go behind by Newhouse, ran out of real estate. And, Jamie, that's something we talked about before. I thought Newhouse kept his toes in there, and he didn't pick up the 2. So he's going to go right back to work on an inside single. He's going to dump Poynton to his side, to his back. He's got a reverse half Nelson in. Poynton's going to roll through, and Newhouse is going to have to pick up an ankle. He picks up the left ankle, now hard chop and a tight waist. Backside, Newhouse will cover him up. And what the goal goes right to that claw ride. Claw ride with the left. Now inside 2 seconds left to go. Newhouse a little bit high riding. He's going to readjust and get back behind the hips of Seamus Poynton. And Newhouse is up 6-2 and an inside wrist left to go in period number 1. So, Jamie, a good start for Jack Newhouse and the West Delaware Hawks here first period.
Well, it really is. And, Jack's done a great job, like you said, to really get out. And you didn't know with 40-some-odd seconds left if he was going to, if it was wise to cut him loose and try to get another takedown. But he really did a great job. He came out and he ended up getting it. So 3 takedowns in that first period by Jack. And like you mentioned, without wrestling on Saturday, that's the kind of start that the Hawks needed to really get this thing going here. So look to continue that here in this second period.
It's going to be a back trip as the Hawks will have the odd matches here tonight as Solon won the toss and took the even matches. So again, Jamie, we've talked about this several times on different than individual action here. This is a team action. The coaches are looking for matchups in which they can win the matches to win the duel here. So Newhouse deferring over to Poynton. Poynton took down and came right to a stand-up. And Newhouse cuts him loose again here. Sit out turning by Poynton, and Newhouse just basically going to let him go to his feet. 6-3 right now with 1:20 left to go in period number 2. Newhouse goes right back to work with the Russian tie, this time on the right side of Poynton. Poynton with a hard collar tie. There's a short drag to a single, and Newhouse is going to lift Poynton up and take him to his side for a 2-point takedown. Butcher set up as he trapped the right arm of Poynton, and I couldn't quite throw Poynton to his back. 58 seconds left to go. Here comes a claw ride by Newhouse again from left to right. Looking for bonus points here, Jamie. You need to score 4 here, and you're working on a major decision. And you know as well as I do, even the 1 point could determine this match tonight.
Oh, really could. And, those are the things that, the coaching staff, I think, is wanting to get these kids to recognize is, hey, I need this. I need so many for I got to start thinking of, okay, how many points do I need? I got to start putting some things together here. And like you said, get those bonus points. And, you've looked pretty good on your feet so far in this match, but what are you going to do to try to maybe get that 8-point win or get that tech fall or get that fall? And I think that's what Coach Voss is going to look for here in this third period from Jack.
Well, 5 seconds left to go. Newhouse riding the ball and chain on the right side of Poynton. And off the edge of the mat to go as time runs out. It's going to be Newhouse's choice. And let's see where he decides to go. Looks like he's going to choose down. He takes a peek at the scoreboard. It's 8-3. One would give him 9. Takedown would give him 11. So looking at scoring 3 for Major. Right now, it comes right to an outside stand-up, rotates in towards Poynton, picks up, looking for a one-point escape here. Might end up getting a 2-point reversal as Poynton drops in on a single, and Newhouse is going to pick up the 2-point reversal. He's got a butcher. Let's see if he can rotate the head, rotate to the head of Poynton, maybe a cross-face cradle. And he's going to cut him. Heard Coach Voss yelling from the chair there, cut him. So it's going to be 10-4 right now. Newhouse working that Russian tie again on the left side of Poynton. A short drag to the right leg, and this time Poynton squares him off. Poynton now with a 2-on-1 Russian tie to the left side of Newhouse. 10-4 is the score, 1:15 left and counting. Poynton with a 2-on-1 Russian tie, hard collar tie by Newhouse. And once again, Newhouse goes to the left side, picks up that single, back trips Poynton for 2-point takedown, making the score 12-4 with a minute to go. Short sit to a stand-up by Poynton. A stand-up by Poynton. And Newhouse is going to either have to front trip him or cut him loose here. Now we're going to get warning against Newhouse. Newhouse will cut Poynton loose. 12-5 now. Lost a major decision. Needs a takedown to keep that 4 for the West Delaware Hawks here. Poynton on the go now, controlling both wrists of Newhouse. Short drag again by Newhouse. Underhook now by Poynton. 31 seconds. Not sure you want to be in this position, Jamie, if you're Jack Newhouse. As Poynton dives in on a double, Newhouse is going to sit to his back. He lost a major decision. As Poynton drops in on a double. And it's 12-7 now, 16 seconds left to go. And Poynton now has the left leg of Jack Newhouse hurt. 12-7 is our score with 8 seconds left, and time's going to run out. Newhouse will win this match 12-7, Jamie. But boy, you saw that 4-point major slip away there. Newhouse needed a takedown. Newhouse needed a takedown right there to take that major and didn't get it. But right now, a win's a win.
It is, and that I think for Jack to come out, like you mentioned, without wrestling on Saturday, coming out and getting and coming out and doing what it takes to get that win there was a big deal for the Hawks here. As see we get out here at 182 pounds.
Well, it will not be Jordan Bree.
No, I think that might be the Ben Petlin. It is Ben Petlin is going to come out at 182 for the Hawks. So the Hawks are going to shift some things around here a little bit. So we'll see Ben Petlin take on Mike Hoyle. So we'll be Mike Hoyle here for Solon. He's ranked number 7 by the Predicament. And their latest rankings coming out today. As Mike Hoyle, as we mentioned, ranked number 7, taking on Ben Petlin.
Well, this will be a tough match here, Jamie, for the freshman. Off the edge of the mat they go. As Hoyle came out and tried to launch on the edge of the mat. I got the Spartan crowd. I got the Spartan crowd up for just a few minutes, but no points there. So Petlin's going to have to watch the tie-ups here. As Hoyle looks like he likes to go upper body. And the freshman from West Delaware will have to do a good job of attacking wrists and trying to keep Hoyle at bay. There's a low single by Hoyle. He drops in, picks up a 2-point takedown, has the right leg of Petlin Turk, and Petlin crawls forward, takes the Turk out. Now on all fours, a head lever by Hoyle on the right side of Petlin. Now a chicken wing by Hoyle. He's got an inside wrist on the right, or left, chicken wing on the right. He's going to drive Petlin across the mat here. Petlin doing a good job posting with his right leg, keeping Hoyle from turning him over. And now Petlin crawls that right wrist forward, takes the wing away, the cross body ride by Hoyle. And Hoyle looks like he's trying to bait Petlin. Petlin doing a great job staying in good position right now. There's going to be a tilt by Hoyle. As he's picking up some back points, he's going to pop himself out to the side and adjust himself. He's got Ben Petlin on his back. Now a half Nelson by Hoyle. Pellin doing a good job trying to fight the half Nelson off. The Pellin on his back, and that's going to be the fall in 129. So Mike Hoyle will win by a fall in 129. That'll put the Spartans up 6-3 after 2. And we're going to see the West Delaware Hawks. Going to see Coach Boss roll the dice here, and looks like he's going to move some people up. And this looks like Jordan Brees is going to take on Adam Bach. And so that's a lot out of your 82-pounder to move up a little bit here, but Jordan Brees wrestling very well as of late also. More tape on the hands of Jordan Brees as he's got every finger taped. And he's going to try a high crotch on Bach, and Bach's going to drop that right leg back and come right back to the middle of the mat. Square stance by Bach, square stance by Brees. Brees now with an underhook. Trying to cut the corner on the right side. Now a high crotch attempt by Brees. Bach's going to back away. Brees still with an underhook on the right side of Bach, trying to lift that underhook. And Bach's going to wing down and then back up and get rid of the underhook. 118 and counting, period number 1. Third match of this highly anticipated dual meet between the West Delaware Hawks and the Solon Spartans. Nice shot by Jordan Brees in on a high crotch, cuts across to a double. Going to pick up a 2-point takedown. That was smooth as silk. Jamie Vasky got in and then finished it.
Yeah, he really did a good job, and that's what you like to see is Jordan Brees just, coming right out and getting that big takedown to really start things off, and that's what the Hawks are going to need. After that, giving up that fall in that. After giving up that fall in that match, in that last match, you really got to try to bounce back from that. And what Jordan Brees did there is a great job of really just getting things going here for the Hawks.
Well, and when you're wrestling somebody bigger, Jamie, the huge thing is he didn't stay down on the mat with it. Once he got in on the shot, he quickly got his head popped. His head was already to the outside, and he cut the corner. And Bach didn't have a chance to put that poundage on top of Jordan. So a great job. Now he's riding tough. He's trying to set up that cross-face cradle. Bach is looks like a very physical wrestler from a build-wise. Bach will score a 1-point escape as time runs out. Hate to give up points right there, but a nice stand-up by Adam Bach. And we're going to go to period number 2. It's going to be Brees' choice as he will defer over to Bach, and Bach will choose down to start period number 2. Jordan Brees, a nice job up on top, riding tough. And there comes a quick stand-up by Bach. They're going to get to his feet, and Brees is going to take him to the outside. Off the edge of the mat they go, and right back to the middle as both wrestlers hustling back to the middle of the mat here. 2-1 is your score. Jordan Brees on top right now. Great job by Brees right there. Stop the stand-up by going near ankle and tight waist and drives Bach forward, down inside wrist by Brees on the left side. Here comes that hard crossface right across the cheek. And Jordan Brees trying to set up that grip, that crossface cradle. He's got it locked up. Let's see if he can jump sides with it. Again, you're giving up a lot of size to Bach. He's going to have to jump sides with it as he's got it locked up. Now a little bit of trouble. Brees showing some strength. He's got Adam Bach on his back, looking for a fall. There's the fall. Jordan Brees with a textbook cross-face cradle. He locked it up and then Bach broke it. And Jordan Brees across his back. You never recommend that, Jamie Vasky, but showing some brute strength was the junior from West Delaware as he pulled Bach over on top of him and then locked the cradle back up and got the fall.
Yeah, he did, and that's Jordan Brees to a T. Just using that strength, and he is. He's very strong, and that was very evident there. Like you said, you don't ever recommend doing that to anybody doing that, but I tell you what, great job there by Brees to get the fall, put the Hawks back up 9-6. As this will be a good one here at 220 pounds. As Harrison Goebel, ranked number 6 in Class 2A at 195, bumping up to 220 to take on 8th ranked at 220, Zach Wegman from Solon.
That Wegman comes out and tries an underarm spin on Harrison Goebel, and I'm telling you what, with the flexibility and the length of Harrison Goebel, Zach Wegman tried to hit him with that underarm spin, and Goebel is probably a head and a half taller than Wegman, and just basically wouldn't let Wegman have any leverage on him, and off the edge of the mat they go. Again, you're giving up some poundage. I'm not sure that Wegman weighs a full 220. But filling that singlet for the Solon Spartans at this time. There's a nice sweep single by Goebel. He's in deep on Wegman. Wegman tries to launch him over the top as he goes around the waist and through the legs. Goebel's going to try to pop his head out. Scramble situation here. As Wegman is over the top of Goebel. Should be a 2-point takedown. No points there. They got a scramble. Now hip heist by Goebel. Goebel's got the leg hook. Should be 2 right there and some back points. Referee's not going to call it yet. No points. Now there's points. Now there's fall. There's a half Nelson by Goebel. They had Wegman to his back with a half Nelson and a 2-point near fall. And you talk about fast and furious action at 220. That's what you're going to see when Harrison Goebel wrestles for West Delaware. Jamie, unbelievable scramble right there, and Goebel came out on top.
Yeah, he did, and almost picked up a fall. I mean, if our officials down there looking at near fall, which he should have been long before that, I think there was a takedown and near fall long before he called the takedown. But had he been down there, he probably would have seen that there was a fall there.
Now Goebel with the ball and chain, he's got the right arm of Wegman attack. A trap between his legs. He stepped over. He's got a head half on. He's got a knee half on. He's picking up back points. Referee looking for a fall. Coach Lentz up out of his chair. There's a 3-point near fall by Harrison Goebel. What a first period here at 220. Number 6 ranked Harrison Goebel at 195, and number 8 ranked Zach Wegman at 220. And right now Goebel is showing some flexibility, some leverage, and some strength, and just some pure slickness on the mat. Huge points. It's going to be Goebel's choice. He will choose down to start this period, and here comes a cross-body ride by Wegman. A lot of people have tried this on Harrison Goebel, and they haven't had a whole lot of luck, as Goebel's going to get his way out of it. He's going to pick up a 2-point reversal here. No points yet. Referee here doing a good job of being slow and patient. He's calling. There's a fall right there. There's a fall. Defensive fall by Harrison Goebel. People try to do that. You can't leg Harrison Goebel with his length. As he catches the head of Zach Wegman and spreads wide, and there was no place for Wegman to go, Jamie. I wasn't sure the referee was going to call that. But he did. And the Hawks get the fall.
I think we're going to get a warning against Wegman as unsportsmanlike penalty against Wegman is what our official is calling there. But great job by Harrison Goebel. Like you said, people have tried it, and Wegman almost picked up near fall points there. But Goebel did a great job sitting out, and then when he got there, just reached back and grabbed the head of Wegman and picked up, like you said, that defensive fall. So great job there by Harrison Goebel to put the Hawks up 15-6 now after 4 matches.
Well, that's the start that you wanted if you're West Delaware. You know, Coach Voss trusting Jamie. That's a big thing. We haven't talked a lot about this. Why we got a break. The officials are figuring out how to. I think that's going to cost them a team point, maybe. Not sure yet.
I didn't see what he did, so I just saw the official.
Well, 1 team point deduction right there, 15-5.
All right.
One thing that we haven't talked about here, how much trust there is between the West Delaware Hawks coaching staff and the wrestlers, and that's what you like to see. Well, we're going to go up to 285 right here, and we've got Tyler Linderbaum, and I'll tell you what, he's the real deal, and right now he's got Carson Petlin on his back, and Carson Petlin on his back as basically a bull rush by Linderbaum. Looks like a football bull rush as he just lowered his level and drove Petlin. Petlin with a high bridge rolls off. He's going to get off his back. There's going to be a 5-point move by Linderbaum. Short sit now by Petlin. And Petlin's going to get off his back now on all fours. And Tyler Linderbaum goes deep waist, far ankle. Now hard crossface by Linderbaum from left to right. and he's got a butcher locked up. And again, that's going to be off the mat, Jamie. Very good. That's what we talked about. As Carson Petlin off the mat, Linderbaum driving Petlin to his back, but on his toes, and the referee called him off.
Well, you know my thoughts on that early on in the season. That you teach kids their whole lives to, when they got someone on their back, get on your toes and apply that pressure. But now they changed the rule to, if you're off the edge of the mat, then now you got to be on your knees to get a pin. So, but that it benefited the Hawks there. I'm sure there's going to be times throughout the season where it's not going to benefit the Hawks. But nice job by Carson. Linderbaum's he's a good kid. I don't know what the football thing is. It's the Army All-American thing or something for high school kids to high school football players. He got invited to do that, and he just going to play football at the University of Iowa next year. And just a real good athlete for Solon as he's got Petlin on his back once again. And then the fall, minute 29. 1:29 the fall for Tyler Linderbaum. That's going to make the score now 15-11. As again, the Spartans lost that point. So they lose that team point because of the unsportsmanlike penalty against Zach Wegman. So that, you talked earlier about how getting a major decision could make a difference. Well, losing a team point could make an equal difference here. So we're going to move up to weight class 106. And this is going to be Luke Farmer for West Delaware. Again, the Hawks leading 15-11. Luke Farmer for the Hawks taking on Gabe Yetley from Solon.
Yeah, this is a freshman. Gabe Yetley's a freshman. Luke Farmer, the sophomore. Farmer coming off a nice finish last Saturday, a third-place finish, getting beat in the semifinals and coming back winning 2 tough matches. So he can go the distance. There's a nice fireman's carry by Farmer. Got to pop his head out. He's got the right leg of Yetley. Now he pops his head out. He's got Yetley quickly on his, had him on his back and didn't hold him there. Yetley rolled through, but Farmer goes right to work. He's got a ball and chain. Now he's got the left arm of Yetley trapped between his legs, ball and chain. And now Yetley's going to crawl off the mat. And we will get a restart. 1:19 and counting, first period right here, weight class 106. Started at weight class 170, and this thing's going to go back and forth before it's over. Coming up is Evan Woods at 113, taking on Austin Schwake, another fantastic freshman for Solon. So great matches all the way through this lineup here. All right, finally, Yetley is set. Farmer will ride the left side. There's a tight waist. So I don't think there's going to be too many 106-pounders that have as much length and leverage as Luke Farmer, as he's got his left arm wrapped cleanly around the waist of Yetley. Now he traps that left arm. He's got a ball and chain. Now he tries to scoop a chicken wing. And Yetley comes with a sit-out turn-in, breaks the grip, stand-up. Farmer drops in on a single and drives Yetley off the mat. Jamie, that was a situation there where Farmer got his chest up, took the weight off, and Yetley was able to stand up.
It was, and those are those situations. You got to keep that pressure forward and keep the pressure on the hand of the opponent, and that's it allows you to get those a lot more pinning combinations out of there. Is right now again just a tilt because he kept that pressure forward. He's looking for a fall here, is Farmer.
Well, he's got a Turk on, and I'm telling you what, that is tight. He's got 40 seconds, and he's going to tee out on Yetley, looking for the fall. There's the fall in 125. Luke Farmer will win by a fall. (21-11) now. The Hawks will take a short lead here, a 10-point lead. As they do, let's take a short timeout. And we're going to be back with Evan Woods. Stay with us. We got more exciting action right here from Solon High School on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester proudly supports all area athletes. Bob Stephen Motors is your locally owned and operated GM dealer in Manchester. Visit them on the web at bobstephenmotors.com.
Back into Solon High School, Jamie Vansky, Roger Reed back along with you. West Delaware leading this dual meet 21-11. Evan Woods up at 113 pounds with an early takedown over Austin Schwacke of Solon. Dual meet started at 170 pounds. Jack Newhouse with a 12-7 win over Seamus Poynton. Ben Petlin losing by fall in 1 minute 29 seconds to Mike Hoyle. At 195, Jordan Brees for West Delaware with a 2 minute 36-second fall over Adam Bach. At 220, sixth ranked at 195, Harrison Goebel with a 2 minute 28-second fall over eighth ranked Zach Wegman, ranked number 8 at 220 pounds. And Solon lost a team point after that match on an unsportsmanlike penalty. Tyler Linderbaum of Solon with a fall in 129 over Carson Petlin. Luke Farmer with a 1 minute 25-second fall for the Hawks over Gabe Yetley has our team score 21-11 in favor of the Hawks. And Evan Woods with that 2-0 lead, looking for more against Austin Schwacke.
Well, Jamie, the Hawks are doing what they do best, and that's a ride and pin. Tilt, ride, and pin here. Ride, tilt, and pin. And Evan Woods with a nice slide by for a 2-point takedown. Then he went right to work on a tilt. Picked up a 2-point tilt on Schwacke. Now he's got Schwacke on his back again, picking up some back points. Let's see if he can get the fall here with 35 seconds left to go. He's going to have to tee out. Tell you what, we got a lot of officials on the West Delaware bench here tonight. As Schwacke on his back, a reverse half Nelson by Woods. Has Schwacke in trouble with 22 seconds left to go. Schwacke working back and forth, rocking back and forth. And Woods trying to adjust himself. He's got to get Schwacke's head lifted up as Schwacke is using that head to create the distance. 6 seconds left to go.
Your hip.
And Woods is going to ride out, but he's going to pick up 3 here. That's a good way to end the period. Jamie has Schwacke on his back, and Schwacke comes up a little red-faced, and
that's the situation there where Evan Woods, like you said, he had to get his head up, but at the end there, he was on his knees. You got it. That's where you're in the middle of the mat. You got to get up on your toes and look for the fall, get that pressure down, and get that head raised up. He's reverse half Nelson, regular half Nelson, whatever. It's always you got to elevate the head, and you got to get his head off the mat because you use that for your brick. Schwacke was able to do, but a nice takedown to start this second period by Evan Woods.
Well, that was just a snap by Evan Woods, and then as Schwacke posted that knee, he picked it right up and then back tripped him. Now he's got an inside wrist. He rolls out to a bar. He's going to try to set up a farmer. He got the farmer set up. Now he scoops ahead of Schwacke. He gets out around the leg. That's going to be a fall. That's going to be a fall in 2:41. Evan Woods. Maybe we talk about the contagiousness of getting people on their back and pinning them, and right there, another fall by Evan Woods has got the Hawks up now 27-11. And this is going to be a tough match right here. Seb Ganida, very, very good wrestler here at 120 pounds. Ganida taking down Grayson Kesterson from Williamsburg, the returning state champion. Ganida with a 9-8 win, I believe, over Kesterson. So Ganida is very, very efficient on his feet.
And that's Kesterson. I mean, I'm not going to take anything away from Zeb Ganida, as Zeb Ganida is ranked number 5 in the state, but that's Kesterson more than likely is going to be at 113 by the time it's all said and done. Currently wrestling at 120. So, but that's a pretty big win, and it's just a testament to how good of a kid that Zeb Ganida is on the wrestling mat.
But exactly right. He picked up a 2-point takedown, then a 2-point tilt, so he goes out early.
2 takedowns.
2 takedowns, 4-1. Thank you. 2 quick takedowns as he goes up 4-1. And if you're Riley Dolan, Jamie, you want to go 6 here. You don't want to give up any. You don't want to give up the fall. And if you give up anything but the fall would be a huge win for the freshman from West Delaware. 50 seconds and counted in first period. Ganida with a half Nelson on the right, inside wrist on the left. Dolan trying to fill the half Nelson up. Ganida's going to pitch him to his back. That might be a fall. It is right there, 121. Ganida's going to get the Spartans back on the board there with a fall. I tell you what, I thought this match, Jamie, a lot of first period falls. You know, we're half an hour into this thing, and it's a pin or be pinned so far.
No, it is, and you know, that's fortunately for the Hawks, they have 4 of them, and Solon just has 3. So Hawks have got to continue and keep things rolling here as we move up to 126 pounds. It's going to be Stavely Mowry for the Hawks taking on Aiden Dahl, and Aiden Dahl is no slouch for the Spartans either. It's been pretty tough here the last couple years as well. So this will be another tough match for the Hawks, but you know, try to stop and not let like you said, a pin bug get started here against for Solon.
So you're exactly right. And Aiden Dahl, very tall, lean, lanky. But I tell you what, Stavely Mowry, after wrestling very well on Saturday, gained a lot of confidence, taking that bronze medal at Southwind over the weekend and wrestling some quality competition. And tell you what, he's going toe to toe and forehead to forehead with Dahl. Dahl started out 106 a couple years ago, and moving up to 126 now, and still very long and lean for the Spartans. Stavely Mowry, he's got to block off as Dahl has a 2-on-1. That Russian tie, he's got the right arm of Stavely Mowry tied up. And Mowry trying to block him off and push him away, and he does. Now Mowry comes back with an underhook on the right side of Dahl, so trying to maybe set up a fireman's carry. There's that Dahl, drops in on the far side. Kelly, nice whizzer by Mowry as he blocks off Dahl. Dahl reaches down and tries to pick up a single. Nice whizzer, nice fancy footwork there by the freshman Mowry as he fights that off, and he's going to turn and face Dahl one more time, 54 seconds. So you thought Dahl was going to have a 2-point, maybe some back points, and Mowry found a way to slip and slide right out of it, and they're back to neutral with 45 seconds left to go. Again, 27-17, the Hawks in front here. This highly anticipated matchup between two quality teams from the WAMAC.
1-1, and Solon, I tell you, coming in, they've only got 1 loss on the season. That was to South Tama on Saturday at the South Tama duels. Other than that, they're 2-0 and they're 3-0 in the WAMAC, 2-0 on the east side coming into this dual meet. So, this was kind of a pretty anticipated dual meet here.
Well, it is, and the winner of this thing will have the heads up. Have the heads up. We'll have the lead in the Eastern WAMAC. 10 seconds left to go. Double underhook by Mowry. Not sure that's where Coach Lentz wants him to be. There's a short arm drag by Dahl. Mowry's going to square him up. Great job by Mowry, not giving up any points there. That gets a standing clap there by Coach Litter. Then he comes right out, and Mowry's choice is going to defer over to Dahl, and Dahl will choose down. So Stavely Mowry win a couple of tight matches, being tough on top, 2-0, 2-0 on Saturday. So he knows how to he does a lot of great work and doesn't score a lot of points, but stays in good position. And he's got Aiden Dahl to stand up. And Marty's got to step through. He's got a ball and chain. He's got the left arm of Aiden Dahl trapped between his legs. That's going to try to scoop that elbow, and Dahl's going to put some weight on it. Marty's looking at a chicken wing on the right side, Jamie. He tries to pull the chicken wing, and Dahl now posts his left leg to the outside. So Mowry doing a great job back and forth. He's going to stack up Dahl, and Dahl's going to roll through, and Mowry's still got the ball and chain locked up, and we're going to go off the edge and back to the center we go. So nice job by the freshman. I like what I'm seeing so far.
Yeah, he's hanging in there, and that's what you like to see. Like you said, just right and tough on top, and that's so important, especially, your opponent thinks he's coming in. He's going to try to get the upper hand on you and try to get that first point, but he's really done a good job in that first 40 seconds of really riding tough on top.
There's a quick stand-up by Dahl and a back trip by Mowry, and a tight waist and shot by Mowry has Dahl back down. So the freshman doing a nice job, and I'll tell you what, very physical as he controls the hips. And again, we talk about that all the time from a coaching standpoint. If you can control hips and grind on your opponent, you've got a good shot on top, and that's what Stavely Moore is doing right now. And he's got the hips tied up. He's got the right arm of Dahl trapped underneath. He steps over the left leg. Now maybe a chicken wing by Mowry on the right side. Hard tight waist by Mowry with the left. Now a claw ride with the right. Spiral ride now by Mowry. 34 seconds left to go. Dahl reaches up, pulls the claw out. Hard tight waist by Mowry. Stand up by Dahl. Mowry drops down on a single. So give him one, don't give him two here. Dahl trying to cut the corner on Mowry. Mowry hanging on to the left leg, the right leg of Aiden Dahl. 17 seconds left to go. We'll see if we get a stalemate here. Good shot. We're going to get a stalemate right there. Very good. That's a win right there for Stavely Mowry, Jamie. Got 12 seconds left to go. Now you got to ride him out. Coach Litter says, hey, pick up the ankle. Going to ride the right side this time. There's a stand-up by Dahl. 9 seconds left to go. Mowry's got a back trip. We got to try to bring him down. Got to step in and put a leg in. 3 seconds left to go. And that's going to do it right there. That's going to be third period. That's going to be Stavely Mowry's choice. I think he's got to go down, Jamie, to try to score one here. So 0-0 on the scoreboard in this match. A match is 0-0. Aiden Dahl up on top. It might figure to be a cross-body ride here. He's going to go to the left side of Dahl. Got to be careful here if you're Stavely Mowry as Dahl reaches in to try to set up a chalice on Stavely Mowry as he's got his right leg. He's got his right leg inside the left leg of Stavely Mowry, then goes under the arm and around the head and tries to set up a chalice. Stavely Mowry goes belly down. He's been warned for stalling, so he can't sit around here. Now a stand-up, tripod stand-up by Mowry. Dahl still has his right leg trapped inside the left leg of Stavely Mowry. Let's see if Mowry can pick up two here. Good hand control by Mowry. Dahl gets high riding. Let's see if Mowry can pull him down, pull him off the top. Dahl gets high, puts in a cross body ride. 112 and counting. Stavely Mowry still controlling the left wrist of Aiden Dahl. Now Dahl frees that left wrist. He's got a cross body ride in on the left. Mowry's got to be careful here not to get turned over. Tripod stand up by Mowry. Tries to shake Dahl off. Dahl gets high. Mowry's got to come to all fours right now. 51 seconds left. Stand up by Stavely Mowry. Mowry trying to work some hand control. Now escaped by Stavely Mowry. 1-0. That's the first point scored of this match at weight class 126. 35 seconds left to go, Jamie. So if you're Stavely Mowry, you've been warned for stalling. Aiden Dahl been warned for stalling. Slide by attempt by Dahl. Mowry squares him up. 25 seconds left to go. Good collar tie by Mowry. 20 seconds and counting. Mowry's going to drop in on the shot. Blocked off by Dahl. High crotch by Dahl. Front headlock now by Mowry. Kelly by Dahl. 10 seconds left to go. Mowry stays square. He's stuffing the head of Dahl. 5 seconds left to go. Stavely Mowry trying to stuff the head. Boot scoot attempt by Dahl to try to cut the corner. That's going to do it. Huge win by the freshman from West Delaware there, Jamie. Stavely Mowry in a 1-0 win. When's the last time you saw a 1-0 win?
I don't know, but we've seen him in a couple 2-0 wins this last week. So he's, I think, Stavely Mowry. It's pretty evident early on in his career. He's going to be one of those kids that's going to give you just come right down to the wire in a lot of matches and just kind of call him the cardiac kid here as we move forward. But a great job by him getting that win and putting the Hawks up 30-17.
Well, I had to take my fleece off, Jamie. That thing warmed me up. And there's a hip toss by Ryan Phillips. And he's taking on Christian Haight at 132. Phillips is going to pick up 2 near fall, 2 for the takedown, 2 for the near fall. Here comes a hard cross face from right field to left field, right across that cheekbone by Ryan Phillips. He's going to set up a cradle. He's going to try to dump Haight to his back. He's in great position right here. Let's see if he can lock it up. Going to try to pull Haight over to his back. He's got his lock just a little bit low. They have to tighten that lock up. A lot of action there. A lot of bang action by Ryan Phillips. That hip toss got the orange and black faithful across the way up to their feet, looking for another fall. Now good hand control by Haight here. And Phillips is going to have to readjust. Hard tight waist by Phillips on the right side. Now pops over to the left side. Inside stand up by Haight. Phillips knocks him back down to the mat. Phillips again, a lot of good pressure. There's a sit-out turn in by Haight. 1 point escape as Phillips cuts him loose. 47 seconds and counting. The junior from West Delaware, the senior from Solon at weight class 132. The Hawks up 30-17 here in this dual meet. Haight with an overhook on the left side of Phillips. Phillips is going to snap him down. Phillips has a drive cradle, and near side cradle locked up. Let's see if they can pick up two there. No points there, as Phillips had the drive cradle locked up, and then Haight lunged off the mat, broke his grip, and no points. 23 seconds left to go. There's a long single shot by Haight, easily countered, reshot by Phillips, and both wrestlers back up to their feet. Long single shot attempt by Haight, snapped down by Phillips. Phillips now with an underhook, can try to snap Haight down one more time and hit a go behind. Haight tried to come with a short Kelly. Phillips does a nice job snapping the head down of Haight, and the first period is going to be over. Nice first period by the junior from West Delaware.
Yeah, nice job there by Phillips. Like you said, getting the takedown, but thought maybe there was another takedown in there. But, he's continue to work here. He's going to choose down to start the second period. And, if you're Ryan Phillips, get out and go right back to work on your feet and what's been working for you.
Yeah, looking for bonus points. Looking for bonus points again. At this point, the Hawks will take a win any way they can get it. I'm sure if you talk to Coach Voss, a win's a win here in this kind of duel. There's great fancy footwork there by Phillips as he comes to his feet, splits the hands of Haight, pops his hips out, and turns and squares them off, and is going to pick up a 1 point, escape 5-1 now. Sweep single attempt by Haight. And Haight now really working that collar tie off the edge of the mat. Our official's going to get him circling right back in. 137 and counting here, period number 2. 5-1 is our match score right here. As Phillips, there's a long shot by Phillips. Now Haight on a reshot in. I think they bumped heads there, Jamie, as Ryan Phillips came up shaking that head a little bit. Then Haight dropped in on that single. Hard whizzer by Phillips and a limp arm out. Going to be a 2-point takedown by Haight. Makes the score 5-2 and escape by Phillips. 6-3. 1:07 to go here. Hard collar tie now by Phillips with the left. Leading with the right, staggered stance, leading with the right, collar tie with the left. Haight's going to lead with his left also. There's Haight dropped in on a single, tried to shoot at that right leg of Phillips that he's leading with. And Phillips doing a great job blocking him off. Now right collar tie by Phillips, switching up. Good job of switching up. There's a sweep single attempt by Phillips. Haight backs away. There's a reshot by Phillips again. As Haight pushes him away. 35 seconds, 6-3. There's a nice shot by Phillips in deep. Guy's going to attack the left knee. Going to limp arm out of it. Pick up 2. And no 2. As Christian Haight, the slipperiness of Ryan Phillips on the edge of the mat. Leader scatter. There's a long shot by Haight. Count and counter, 18 seconds left to go. 2. So a quick hip toss in the first period by Phillips, trying to end it early. Christian Haight has gathered himself back together here. Catch up 6-3. 4 seconds left to go in period number 2. And it's going to be Haight's choice, I believe, to start the third period. These matches are so important for that seed in the Walmack tournament, Jamie. We always talk about that, but this is a big one right here.
It really is, and that's you got to try to get a win any way you can. We talked earlier about Jack Newhouse maybe not protecting his major decision, but he got the win, and that's what's important. Is getting those wins getting the win. What did I miss here?
Well, we had caution. We had a caution. It's going to be 1 point. We'll see what happens here. I'm not sure, Jamie.
Was it his fourth caution?
Yep.
Or third caution, I guess.
Yep, so Phillips will pick up a point here, 7-3. And Haight's going to choose down. Short sip by Haight, hard tight waist now. Back to action we go. As you were talking about the seeding meeting and how you went head-to-head here. And this is going to be a very good common opponent. 142, third period. Haight chooses down. And Phillips up on top now, riding that claw ride with the right, spiral ride with the left. Stand up now by Haight. He's going to square off and going to face off Phillips. Phillips is going to drop in on a single. He's going to back trip Haight back down to the mat. And once again, Phillips will go right back to the claw ride with the right, spiral ride with the left, trying to knock Haight off his base. And Haight doing a nice job underneath, keeping his knees tucked up, keeping his knees underneath and working some hand control. Now a half Nelson by Phillips with 109 and counting. Claw right, knee slide by Haight, trying to get back to his feet. He's gonna sit out, turn in. As he does, he latches on to the left leg of Ryan Phillips. He's going to try to cut the corner. Phillips is going to stay over the top of Haight. Haight goes to a double leg. Phillips doing a nice job staying square. Good pressure by Phillips. Now a scramble situation. Phillips finds himself sitting on his hip as Phillips has the right ankle of Christian Haight. I'm not sure there's two there. Now there's two on the reversal. 7-5 now is our score with 30 seconds left to go. Christian Haight has fought back into this match after that 4-point throw by Phillips. Now Phillips to his feet. There's a 1-point escape. It's 8-5 now. Phillips dives in on a single. Great job by Phillips. Not going to give Haight the opportunity to take him down or to throw him. So the next best thing is to set up a perfect shot. And Haight had to find the edge of the mat to fight off that shot by Phillips. 9 seconds left to go. There's a long single shot. There's a go behind attempt by Phillips. Windmill attempt as he tries to snap Haight pass. And that's a great job. That's a great match right there. That's what I thought a lot of these matches would be, Jamie. 8-5 win by Ryan Phillips.
Yeah, great job by Ryan. You know, that's what you talked about. You know, coming out and winning those matches that you're supposed to win, and you know that's a good opponent that he wrestled in, Christian Haight. So, you know that 8-5 score was for a reason. I mean, it's Christian Haight's very good. So, as we move up to weight class 138, West Delaware now leading 33-17 as Cole Engel, the senior for the Hawks, will take on Andy Brokaw.
So 4 matches left to go here. Now this is a match here where Cole Engel has got to be Cole Engel here, Jamie, and get that first takedown and then go right to his offense from on top. There's a slide by Engel. Nice slide by Engel as he has just really worked on mastering that, and he just kind of waits for somebody to collar tie, and he hits him with that slide by. Work on the wrist. He's got an inside wrist on the left of Brokaw. He's got that wrist tied up. And let's see if he can go to work. Brokaw's on the edge of the mat, so we'll see if Engel can get some more real estate so he has some room to work his offense on top. And Brokaw will knee slide off the edge. Brokaw will knee slide off the edge. And we got some blood here, Jamie.
And with that, as Brokaw's going to head to the blood corner. We'll take a short time out as say a quick thank you to our sponsors and get you back here with Cole Engel as West Delaware leads at 33-17, and we're back after this from KMCH Sports.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. It takes the right financial partner who cares as much about your future as you do, building a financial plan to meet your life's priorities and helping you achieve the financial security you're after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Along with him, studio producer, KMCH News Director Janelle Tucker, Jamie Vasky, Roger Reed back with you. West Delaware leading this dual meet 33-17. Cole Engel leading his match, the senior for the Hawks, up 2-0 over Andy Brokaw of Solon. Roger?
Well, you know, the Hawks have come out and have done what they have been doing since the start of the season, and that's scoring a lot of points and looking for bonus points. You know, and that's the name of the game right here. And they've just been on the attack. And, you know, when you can be on the attack and look for those extra points, That's always a good thing in this particular sport. Ball and chain by Engel. He's got the left arm of Brokaw trapped between his legs. Tried to set up a chicken wing on the right. Brokaw did a nice job with hand control. Now Brokaw coming to a stand-up with 12 seconds left, and Engel's going to lift him up and carry him off the edge of the mat. And we'll get a restart with 11 seconds left in period number 1. And Brokaw will get set here. A win here, Jamie. A win here, right here, and the Hawks are going to take this dual meet. There's a nice lift and return by Engel. Looking at the math here. Nice lift and return as the period expires. Engel he's going to defer over to Brokaw. Let's see where Brokaw decides to go. He's going to go down. So Engel deferred over, and Brokaw's going to choose down, so Engel will ride the left side this time. The left side, hard, tight waist by Engel with the left. Nice job as he traps that left arm of the junior from Solon. And Brokaw now frees that left arm. Engel goes right back to work with an inside wrist. Going to try to roll that arm out to a bar. Brokaw doing a nice job getting up on all fours. And Engel's going to bump him forward. Still working some hand control. Brokaw must have known the scouting report on Cole Engel, as he's working some very good hand control, not allowing Engel to tie him up and tilt him. 124 and counting. Inside stand-up now by Brokaw. Engel bumps him forward. Now Engel's got that left arm trapped underneath Brokaw around his waist, trying to set up a ball and chain, and Brokaw's going to lunge forward and not let Engel tie that up. And we're going to get stalling now against Engel as he's riding, trying to set up that ball and chain. And, Jamie, that's one of those, if that's your offense and you're trying to set that up, I'm not sure that's stalling.
No, I don't think so either. Now he's going to go right to that ball and chain series, but I don't like you said, I don't understand the stalling call there. Is that the Hawks work a lot out of that situation, and to start calling him for stalling, I don't see it either. But Cole's got to go to work. He can't sit on it either. I mean, you got to make sure if you're going to hook it up. If not, take him back to his feet and go to work on your feet.
Yeah, he's going to cut Brokaw loose right there with 36 seconds left. And period number 2, there's a slide by. I'll tell you, cut him loose again, Jamie. As easy as that was, cut him loose again. That slide by once again. As Brokaw came with a collar tie with the right, and Engel hit him with a slide by and covered him up very, very quickly for a 2-point takedown, making it 4-1. Coach Voss up out of his chair offering some advice there to the senior from West Delaware. And that's a ride. Get out to the side. Stay low. Don't stay back. Get off to the side right now. He's got Brokaw belly down. That's going to try to get to the outside. Brokaw, once again, does a nice job keeping his base underneath. Engel coming with a 2-on-1 there, trying to set up a ball and chain on the left side. And I think that's what the stalling was there for, Jamie, was riding that 2-on-1, trying to get it to the ball and chain.
Yeah, and like I said, you can't, they'll let you sit there and try to do it for a little bit, but they're not going to let it go. They're not going to let it go too long. If you don't have it out, they're going to stop you for it eventually. So, go back to work. He's going to go underneath here to start this third period. He's quickly up to his feet. Just got to get some hand control. Nice switch. And now he can go to work on his feet as he gets to the escape.
Well, there's nobody that does it better than Cole Engel right there that I've seen, Jamie, with that standing switch. As he came to that stand-up, a long shot there by Brokaw. As he trapped got the left leg of Cole Engel trapped. And he's going to try to come out the back door. Engel's going to drape on top of Brokaw. Got to be careful with your Cole Engel here. 5-1. Brokaw trying to come out the back door. Engel trying to pick up an ankle. He's got the right ankle trapped. He's going to try to kick out. Brokaw picks up the single. Now tries the treetop angle. Engel comes out of it with the wizard. No points yet. Off the edge of the mat they go. Nice defense. That gets a round of applause from the Hawk fans sitting across the way from us. Nice shot. That was a good shot by Brokaw. Nice defense by Cole Engel, 112 and counting. There's a tap and go by Brokaw as the Engel backs out. Slide by attempt again by Engel. Again, this is Coach Voss. Coach Voss saying, quit sitting on it and get after it. You can just read his lips right there, Jamie. That's something where Cole Engel's got to get going here. You know, you're up by 5, but you know you can't sit. And we talk about protecting and building and sitting. And right now is the opportunity to build the lead.
Yeah, and he's got to get moving. I don't know if fatigue is set in here a little bit, but he's not providing the offense right now, and he's got to get to work on that. I think he might be relying too much on those throw bys and that little shuck, but there's a decent shot as he goes in on a fireman's carry. That's where you like to see Cole Engel taking shots, getting on the offense a little bit.
Well, you got to pop your head out and kind of cross to it, and he got a little bit slow underneath, but he's in great position though. Let's see if he can come around. He's got to get his head up and windmill out of this thing as Brokaw was over the head and draped around the leg. And now Engel's going to pick up 2. Nice job. 2-point takedown. That was a good finish right there, Jamie. That's a nice period. That's a nice finish by senior Cole Engel. 7-1 win. (36-17) now.
Not quite. What? Oh, I guess they're up 19, so they should be good.
Well, this will be a good match here. You got 2 really good freshmen going at it right here. Caleb Ebert, and he is very, very quick, very, very strong, as is Cale Meyer. So Ebert coming right out and trying to attack low level on Cale Meyer. And that's usually what Cale Myers tries to do. Is Ebert tried to beat him to the punch here. There's another long double by Ebert. Meyer goes defensive here as he's in a long down block. Ebert's going to try to pick up a single. Meyer once again pulls Ebert out of that. Now a tap and go by Meyer. Front headlock now by Meyer. Now he's going to try to hit Ebert with a drive cradle. He's got a front headlock and he snaps Ebert down. Let's see if he can cut the corner on it. As he's behind Ebert, he's going to try to lift and return. And he picks up a 2-point takedown right there. Nice job. Now a chicken wing by Meyer. Got a chicken wing on the right. Inside wrist on the left. And Ebert's going to try to get up on all 4s. Got to bump him forward, Jamie. As Ebert comes to his knees. Meyer trying to take him forward now. Big step by Meyer. Got plenty of time. 55 seconds. Trying to cut the corner. Ebert takes a look at where he's at on the mat. Meyer once again. Boy, nice job by the freshman from Solon, showing a little bit of quickness there as it came. Meyer tried to step around that wing, and Ebert felt the change of pressure and came right to a stand-up. Sweep single there by Meyer, catches the left heel of Ebert. Let's see if he can turn this into points. He does as he back trips Ebert for a 2-point takedown. That was a great shot there, Jamie. Low level, sweep single, and he did exactly what you like to do, as we've been talking about, and that's getting it up the mat with it.
Yeah, and he finished right away. And I tell you what, that was pretty smooth. Him getting that sweep single too, as he was around the outside, and it about went right by him. But he was able to pick up, like you said, pick up the leg there, and he might get a fall here.
There's the fall. Cale Meyer with the cross-face cradle. Look at the clock. 1:58. Meyer not content to ride that period out. Jamie, a lot of guys, especially freshmen, would have been content to ride that period out. Meyer locked up that cross-face cradle. I'm telling you what, that was tight. And Ebert went to his back, to his shoulder blades, and I'm telling you what, he was flat. And that's going to put the Hawks up now 42-17 as we go to weight class 152 and Mitchell Mangold. That's going to be a good match right here. This is probably our featured match in this lineup. This one and at 220 with Goebel and Wegman. I got Mangold and Bevins. Bevins a junior, Mangold the junior. And I'm telling you what, Bevins very tall and lean and lanky. Mangold short, not real stocky, but short. There's a nice front headlock. A long shot by Bevins, and a Mangold with a front headlock as he snaps Bevins down. That drops in on a single. He's going to try to cut the corner, trying to go right to left and cut the corner. He's got to get his arm out, and that goes around the waist. Bevins has nowhere to go except to his backside, and then covers up. Mangold stays between the legs and drives forward and picks up the left wrist. Now Bevins up on all fours. Mangold with a tight waist on the left. Now a chicken wing on the right. He got Bevins in trouble on the edge of the mat. Bevins trying to look for that edge. And a Mangold trying to keep him in. Mangold's going to try to tight waist and drive Bevins back toward the center. And Bevins is looking for a way to get himself off the edge. There's a stack by Mangold, and Bevins is going to roll through, and Mangold has to follow him, and that takes them both off the mat. So back to the center we go. So nice series of moves right there by both wrestlers. Good defense, good offense by Mangold, good defense by Bevins. Mangold now drives Bevins back down to the mat. Again, here comes that ball and chain. That left arm of Bevins is trapped. Mangold goes to a chicken wing. He's going to try to take Bevins to his back here. Hard step by Mangold. He's going to take Bevins to his back. He's going to arch his back a little bit. Bevins in a high bridge. He's going to pick up some back points here. Going to pick up two near fall as Mitchell Mangold. Bevins came to a high bridge. Comes a hard crossface now by Mangold. Really good with 10 seconds. Bevins is going to go to his back. Mangold has Bevins on his back. Might be a fall. 3 seconds left to go. Referee looking close and not going to do it right there. Looking for the fall with the Hawk fans across the way and on the bench. Mangold's choice is going to defer over to Bevins. That's a great period there, Jamie. 8-0.
Yeah, great job by Mitchell. You know, just getting that first takedown and really going to work and picking up a couple sets of near falls is really impressive by him. And, you know, that's what Mitchell Mangold does. And you got to remember a couple of these Hawks, you know, like Cale Meyer, Mitchell Mangold, they're all coming off of losses in the finals of the tournament at Southwind on Saturday. So to see what Cale Meyer did and to see what Mitchell Mangold's done here in this first period is what you like to see after some tough losses that they had on Saturday.
Well, and it is, and you know, they both took mental notes, and I'm sure Coach Voss, as he always does, takes his verbal notes with his tape recorder there. And there's always things, when you go back to the room on Monday, there's always things to work on, and I'm sure they both had their list. And they both come out here. Meyer and Mangold have both come out in great form here. So there's an inside trip by Bevins. Kind of caught Mitchell by surprise there. Bevins with an inside trip, and then drove Mangold to his hip and picked up a 2-point takedown at 7-2 up on the scoreboard. Tight waist by Bevins, again using that length. Mangold's going to come to a stand-up. Tries to come to a switch. Again, a tight waist by Bevins with 48 seconds left to go. Mangold trying to get his hips up and out. The Hawks are going to have an early morning tomorrow as they wrestle at 9 a.m. at the battle, Jamie. We haven't talked about that yet, but we will before tonight is over. So I'm sure the pace of this meet has been pretty okay with the West Delaware coaching staff.
Yeah, I think so too. As you know, that Battle of Waterloo, that's a pretty tough tournament. You know, it's a dual meet tournament, so you're going to see the dual meet tournament. So you're going to see some of the best teams in the state of Iowa at this tournament, at dual tournament. And, you know, there's four different brackets of 8 teams in it. And I tell you what, you're going to have West Delaware, as we mentioned, in there with, I believe they're in, I guess they don't have them up on track wrestling yet, but we'll see those. They're going to take on Mason City. The Hawks are the number 2 seed. And whatever place you finish in your bracket on Friday is you'll wrestle the teams that finished in that same place on Saturday. So it's a pretty tough tournament, and I think it's kind of a good way last weekend of the first half of the season to really wrap things up.
You know, Jamie, we talk about how fast this goes. We're already talking about, you know, the last tournament in December, the last wrestling. There'll be one more after that, but a lot of wrestling has taken place, and as Zach Bevins gets called for stalling as he's hanging on to the ankle. Mangle tried to come to a stand-up. Now Mitchell's up 7-2. An escape and a takedown, Jamie, would be pretty awesome right now for Mitchell. Bevins gets high with the legs. Mangle's going to try to pull him. Mangle's going to try to pull him down. Now he comes with a stand-up. Got to be careful. There's a back trip by Mangle. So you got to be careful. You can kind of see that. See Bevins trying to think about loading Mitchell up with that cradle and then roll through. And Mitchell did a nice job, and that was just step back and back trip Bevins. He picked up 9. He picked up 2. It's 9-2 right now, and he's working for more here with 49 seconds left to go. Here comes a hard crossface from right to left. He's going to try to set that crossface cradle. Got it locked up. Well, that was a piece of cake right there, Jamie. Let's see if he can get Bevins to his back as he's got the crossface cradle locked up. Puts his knee in the back of Bevins, and he takes Bevins right to his back. He could get a fall here. Referee looking close. Mangold, but Bevins is flat from here, rocking back and forth. There's the fall right there. 5:37. 5:37. What's Delaware Hawks are putting an exclamation point on there, Jamie, with one match to go. And we will not see Jared Voss take the mat. We're going to see Tristan Volker take the mat at 160. They'll be taking on Jack Flynn, I believe. So Tristan Volker filling again. Filling in for Jared Voss. So Tristan Volker, if he can get the job here. The senior from West Delaware taking on the sophomore from Solon. Last match of this duel is 48-17. Now, I'm not sure if a lot of people would have expected this, other than the West Delaware Hawks and me and you, Jamie, as we talked a little bit about that on the way down.
Well, you were pretty close. I mean, you predicted 10-4 for the split when we looked at it, and depending on the outcome of this match, of course, the Hawks have 10 wins already. It's just you don't know how the kids are going to perform, and I think you're pretty close with the matches that you put out there. It's just a matter of some kids getting some big pins that they needed tonight.
Well, Jack Flynn has a butcher on Tristan Volker. He's going to walk and circle the head and pick up a 2-point near fall on Tristan. So the score is 4-0 with 59 seconds left to go. Now he scoops an inside wrist, and it goes around the head with a half Nelson. Tristan Volker might be going to his back as Flynn is going to get off the legs of Volker. It appears that Tristan Volker is going to have to fight really hard to get off his back. There's a high bridge by Volker. He's going to roll through. Nice job by the senior as he gets off his back. That was a very, very tough pinning combination by Flynn, and Volker found his way out of it. Now crossbody ride by Flynn on the left side, and Volker's going to try to roll through, and Flynn will pick up a 2-point near fall here. As Volker now trying to hit Flynn with a reverse. It's going to be another 2-point near fall by Flynn, making the score 9-0. Pretty salty sophomore here at 160 for the Spartans. Jack Flynn, as he will ride the left side of Tristan Volker. Volker with a stand-up, a back trip now by Flynn with 10 seconds left to go in period number 1. Again, the Hawks leading this thing 48-17. All of the Spartans' wins have been, I believe, by fall. So we'll see what happens, how the rest of this match right here at 160 plays out. As Flynn's choice is going to defer over to Volker, and Volker's going to choose neutral. Flynn with a hard collar tied and drops in on an ankle pick. Volker backs up. Flynn will drop in on a single. Head to the outside. He's going to cut across to a double and cover the hips of Volker. Picks up a 2-point takedown, making the score 11-0. 137 and counting. Our last match of this duel, as this thing started out on fire with and then these last few matches have went the distance. Flynn gets a little bit high riding. Volker hips up and tries to tries to drop the sophomore off, but they go off the edge of the mat, so we'll get a restart right back to the middle. Knee slide stand up by Volker. He's gonna turn in on Flynn. Flynn's gonna drop in on a double and cover the hips of Volker. And now Butcher, Flynn working that Butcher from left to right. Job attacking the leg. Volker now with a 2-point reversal on Flynn. Nice job by the senior from West Delaware. Tristan Volker, as Flynn had a Butcher on him. By Flynn, as he dives in on a double, picks up a 2-point takedown. Not sure that was a 1 and 2, Jamie. Might have been just a 2-point reversal, but that's how they called it. Here comes that Butcher again by Flynn, as he's got Volker on his back. He doesn't get the fall here. He's probably going to get the technical fall, as Volker's going to roll through. Flynn's going to try to readjust and get the fall here. Volker trying to bridge off his back. 24 seconds, now a half Nelson by Flynn has Volker in trouble. 19 seconds then counting. Flynn trying to get the fall here. As he steps over the legs of Volker, there's the fall right there. Fall in 350. Fall in 350. Jack Flynn will win this final match in weight class 160. But the Hawks are going to sneak out of here with a very convincing dual meet win here. Let's take a short timeout. Jamie's going to add up all of his facts and figures and numbers here. And we'll be right back with a recap. Stay with us. You've been listening to Hold by Hold action right here in Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you.
Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa, located at 225 West Main Street in Manchester and 1113 West 3rd Street in Vinton.
This is Phil from Gateway Appliance in Manchester. When you need service, call us. If it's time for a new appliance, we have the selection you're looking for. Gateway Appliance Sales and Service, 111 West Main Street in Manchester. Or find us online at gateway.biz. That's G, the number 8, WAY.biz, and on Facebook.
Anderson is the leader in doors and windows. They set the bar high with high-performing, dependable, energy-efficient products for your renovation and building projects. Contact your local vendor, Delhi Lumber, at 922-2404 for all of your window needs. Delhi Lumber, your authorized Anderson Windows dealer, big-town quality with small-town service.
This is Dr. Tim Collier from Dental Associates of Manchester. We take pride in the environment we provide our patients with a caring attitude and unsurpassed comfort. For the kind, compassionate, and competent dental care you deserve, call us at 927-GRIN. Dental Associates of Manchester, creating healthy smiles for life.
Jay's Auto Supercenter in Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. That's Jay's Auto. Customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
Jay's Auto!
Hi, this is Jamie Vasky at Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester, encouraging you to plan ahead. Have us check your heating or air conditioning unit before you need it. For residential or commercial plumbing and heating needs and top quality Lennox furnaces and heating units, see Don & Walt LLC on East Main Street in Manchester, or give us a call at 927-2232.
Family fun and great food await you at Lightning Lanes Family Center and Captain and Tennille's Sports Bar. Come out for a fun night of bowling or watch the big game on their 10-foot HD big screen. And of course, great food and your favorite beverages. Lightning Lanes Family Center and Captain and Tennille's Sports Bar on East Main in Manchester.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, and Aurora, or online at farmersavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Biofield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Biofield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
And back into Solon High School. West Delaware victorious tonight, 48-23, as the Hawks take down the Solon Spartans. In, as Roger mentioned, very convincing fashion, as the Hawks really dominated that entire duel, Roger, as things got started on the right foot. Almost had a major decision to start the dual meet, and they really took off from there, picking up 10 wins and 6 falls. They got to be very, very happy with their effort tonight, as getting that dual meet mentality, getting that ready to go here as they head into the Battle of Waterloo.
Well, that was the whole thing coming down in here. Number one, you want to win this duel, so you stay on the top of the WAMAC East. That's got to be first, because that's one of the team goals is you want to be the WAMAC East champs, and you can't do that unless you beat every team in the WAMAC East. And Solon was standing in their way, and they've done what they've done, starting from, was that 2 weeks ago today, or at Waverly? Was that 2 weeks ago?
That's all.
Oh, 2 weeks ago, when they started the season and came out like gangbusters. And I'm telling you what, they've just kind of kept building and kept building and kept building. And you come here and I'm sure the rivalry between these two orange and black schools here has spurred the level of competition, raised that level of competition up. And the Hawks came in here with a game plan, and that game plan was to win the matches they were supposed to win by bonus points, and those matches that they weren't supposed to win, wrestle tough. And you know what happens when that pin bug starts. Everybody wants to get a pin, and when you can win 10 matches and get 6 falls, that's bonus points. You can tell that's what the coaching staff has been preaching, and you can tell that's what they've been working on in the practice room.
Well, it is, and it's a pretty good performance. And like you said, against a very good team in Solon tonight, as the Hawks take down the Spartans to go 3-0 now in WAMAC East Division Wrestling. So, got to be very happy with that if you're West Delaware and head coach Jeff Voss. Taking a look at the dual meet, started at 170 pounds. It was Jack Newhouse with a 12-7 decision over Seamus Poynton, put the Hawks up 3-0. It was Mike Hoyle of Solon with a fall in 1 minute 29 seconds over Ben Petland. Then at 195, the Hawks get a fall from Jordan Brees over Adam Bach in 2 minutes and 36 seconds. That put the Hawks up 9-6. At 220, it was Harrison Goebel with a 2 minute 28 second fall over 8th-ranked Zach Wegman, making the team score 15-6. However, Wegman loses a team point, making it 15-5. Tyler Linderbaum of Solon with a fall over Carson Petland in 1 minute 29 seconds. At 106, Luke Farmer picks up a 1 minute 25 second fall over Gabe Yetley of Solon, making it 21-11. 113, Evan Woods with a 2 minute 41 second fall over Austin Schwacke, who made it 27-11. At 120, Zeb Ganida of Solon with a 1 minute 21 second fall over Riley Dolan of West Delaware. At 126, Stavely Mowry with a 1-0 decision over Hayden Dahl, making the team score 30-17. At 132, Ryan Phillips with a 8-5 win over Christian Haight of Solon. 33-17 was the score at that point. Cole Engel with a 7-1 decision over Andy Brokaw. That put the dual meet out of reach, 36-17. It was then Cale Meyer with a fall in 1 minute and 58 seconds. In 1 minute and 58 seconds. That made it 42-17. At 152, Mitchell Mangold with a 5 minute 37 second fall over Zach Bevins. Over Zach Bevins, making it 48-17. And at 160, Tristan Bolker with a fall, or losing by fall against Jack Flynn in 3 minutes and 50 seconds, making the final team score 48-23 in favor of the Hawks. Some match totals: Hawks with 16 takedowns, Solon with 9. West Delaware with 6 pins, Solon with 4, and West Delaware wins 10 matches, Solon wins 4. And, Roger, the pins, that's huge, especially the rest of this weekend going into that Battle of Waterloo.
Well, a couple of Saturdays ago at the Bob Murphy, 24 falls. And, we didn't count the falls from last weekend in Kalmar. It wasn't 24. but there was still a good amount of falls there in the wins that they had. So, you're preaching that, and that's the goal. When you come out here in wrestling, the goal is put your opponent on his back and to pin him. That's the ultimate win. That's the ultimate victory. And when you're in a dual meet like this, when you're in a tournament, the bonus points are huge, and those go a long way in the team score. Those go a long way in winning those important duels, winning those tournaments, placing high, and they've just done a super fantastic job with that as this first half of the season is coming to a conclusion here. You got a week from today, the Hawks will be wrestling at home against Decorah, and the 2017 part of the season will be over. And it's been a very, very good part of the season. And you can see what we talked about, what the Hawks are doing in practice is transferring to the mat, and that's always a good sign. And the other thing is the Hawks tonight were very unselfish. Coach Voss moved some kids around, and the kids responded. And every time you roll the dice and do that, from a coaching standpoint, that means you're confident in the kids, you trust the kids because you know they'll respond, and they did that tonight.
Absolutely. Well, coming up tomorrow, as Roger mentioned, we have Battle of Waterloo. We will not be live, but we will have live updates throughout the day from the Battle of Waterloo, as we'll have Independence, West Delaware, and Western Dubuque all wrestling at the Battle of Waterloo. West Delaware will be in the 9 o'clock session as the Hawks will take on Mason City, the Mohawks, in the first round. Also in their bracket and on their side of the bracket is Crestwood and Nashua Plainfield. On the other side of the bracket, the top seed is Lisbon, then it's Waterloo West, Cedar Falls, and Iowa City West. Independence will also wrestle at 9 o'clock tomorrow as the Mustangs will take on Don Bosco. Also on their side of the bracket is Union and Waverly Shell Rock, Charles City, Cedar Rapids Prairie, New Hampton, and Waterloo Columbus. Also in bracket A, the Hawks in bracket B. And in bracket C are the Bobcats of Western Dubuque, and they are the number 4 seed. They'll take on Clear Lake in the first round. Also on their side of the bracket is Denver and Alburnett. On the other side, it's Iowa City, City High, Osage, Pleasant Valley, and Valley West Des Moines. Again, I will have live updates throughout the day, starting with those first duels at 9 o'clock. When those are over, just tune into KMCH, and we'll have those live updates for you throughout the day of all of the West Delaware and Independence duels from the morning session, and then we'll have updates from the afternoon session as well. Then coming up tomorrow night is we've got West Delaware, or excuse me, not West Delaware basketball. Let me get that for you here in just a second. We've got area basketball. Let's find the right email there. Area girls basketball, as Northland will be at Maquoketa Valley in Delhi with John Swisher and Bill Logan. Stay tuned to KMCH. We don't know the start time of that. Is scheduled for 7:30, so we will for sure have basketball for you at around 7:30. Could go a little bit earlier. Not sure yet, but stay tuned for that, as John and Bill will have the game for you as Northland at Maquoketa Valley in Delhi, a 7:30 first tip. And then, of course, Saturday we will have live coverage from the Battle of Waterloo at some point. If West Delaware is in the morning, we'll do our first couple online until the Coach's Corner is over. And then we'll have Iowa basketball for you as well, starting at noon, as they will take on Drake in the Big Four Classic in Des Moines. So we'll have coverage for you throughout the day, as we'll have possibly have some live coverage from the Battle of Waterloo. We'll play it by ear, so just stay tuned to KMCH, and we'll have that for you and all that information for you throughout the day. Some scores from tonight: Independence defeated Northland 48-23. Independence also defeated CPU 57-19. It was Marion over Northland 57-20. Western Dubuque defeated Maquoketa 55-15. Maquoketa was also beaten by Beckman 66-18. Edco with 2 wins tonight. They defeat Midland 63-16 and Clayton Ridge 60-18. It was Maquoketa Valley over Alburnett 66-18 and Central Elkader 72-6. Mount Vernon defeated Anamosa 63-18. DeWitt also defeated Anamosa tonight 58-21. It was Monticello over Durant 60-6, and Monticello defeated West Branch 48-27, and then fell to Comanche 45-24. Cascade with 3 wins tonight. They defeat Northeast 42-35. Regina 54-21, and Mid Prairie 42-39. Well, that's going to do it for us here tonight. Want to thank the sponsors of West Delaware Wrestling on KMCH. Without them, we would not be able to bring you this wrestling coverage here on KMCH. So this holiday season, we encourage you to please shop locally. Want to thank Janelle Tucker for running the board for us this evening back at the station in the studio at 4.7 KMCH on East Main Street in Manchester. Most of all, thank you, the listeners. For Roger Reed, I'm Jamie Vasky saying good night from Solon, Iowa, where once again the final, West Delaware Hawks 48 and the Solon Spartans 23. You've been listening to West Delaware Wrestling on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH. Have a great night, everybody.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Head to Fireside Pub and Steakhouse before or after the game or anytime, featuring steaks, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, and even fresh-made pizza. They say it's the best around. Visit them on the web at firesidemanchester.com for a full menu and special offers.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith,